Hi everyone, thank you for choosing to flow with me. We will start today's practice lying down on our backs. So go ahead and lie down, joining the soles of the feet together, letting the knees relax and fold to the sides, and reach your arms above your head. If it feels more comfortable for you to move your heels away from the hips, do that. You can open the arms maybe as wide as the mat. Appreciate the support the ground and the yoga mat are providing to your body. Maybe closing your eyes here and observe and focus on your breath. Observe the air entering the body. Observe the air leaving the body. Notice sensations in the physical body. And if you need to make any adjustments here, go ahead and do so. Bring the knees closer together and hug the knees in towards the chest. Feel free to rock the body side to side. Straighten your left leg forward. Pull the right knee in towards the right armpit. Maybe pulling the right knee closer and circle or point the toes, circle the right ankle, point and flex the foot. Let's draw the right knee over to the left side, opening the right arm to the right. Breathing into the parts of the body that feel stretched here. Return back to the center, pull it into the chest, and let's switch side. Right leg straight, left knee to your left armpit. Circle your left ankle, point and flex the left foot. And draw that left knee over to the right, opening your left arm out to the left side. Release back to the center. Pull your left knee into the chest. Pull both knees into the chest, crossed at the ankles, and bring yourself to come up. Find your tabletop position here. We'll be moving the hips side to side, front and back. You can add arching and rounding of the spine here as you wish. Maybe closing your eyes here to focus more on how you feel in the physical body. Now reach your arms forward in front of you. Find your Sphinx pose. Lower the hips, the thighs, the feet down to the floor, elbows down to the mat. Bring your left elbow out to the left side and roll over onto the left side of the body. Maybe your right knee is bent. Feel the stretch at the front of your left shoulder. Release and return back to the center. The other side, right elbow is bent. Roll over on the right side of the body. You can support your right knee here. Release and return back to the center. Bring yourself up to your child's pose just for a while. Open the feet, open the knees wide, open your arms maybe as wide as the mat. Right palm remain. Lift your left arm up when you inhale and thread your left arm under the right armpit. Right palm remains there, or reach your right fingers up to the sky and find your bind towards your left inner pocket. Release right palm down. Release your left palm forward. The other side now. Right arm up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, thread it under. Left palm remains there. Or reach up towards the sky or wrapped behind your lower back. Your neck is active here. Release back to the center. And walk yourself up to your seat. Sitting in Virasana, bring the palms and the elbows together. Pull the belly in. Inhale, arch your spine, lift the elbows up. Exhale, round your spine, bring the elbows to the chest. Inhale, arch, lift the arms up. Exhale, rounding the spine, elbows into the chest. Inhale, lift it up, arch the spine. Exhale, round your spine. Bring your spine back towards neutral. Open the elbows out to the sides as you inhale. Exhale, round your spine and crawl the palms forward. Let's move around here in your plank pose. Changing to your downward dog. Move forward and back. Keeping the upper back slightly rounded here. Find your downward facing dog. Separate the feet maybe slightly wider than the hips. Pedal your feet here. Send the heels towards the ground. Join your feet closer together. Now bring your right knee forward. Your right heel can come as close to your left hip as you need. Fingertips next to the hips. Active pigeon here. Arms lifted up towards the ceiling. Maybe pulsing up and down here. And lower your left thigh down to the mat. Reaching your left arm under the right armpit. Thread the needle. Right fingers remain there or reach up towards the ceiling and find your bind, maybe grabbing your right big toe. If you're holding the right big toe, release. Lower the palms down and make your way back up to your downward facing dog. Let's go for the other side. Active pigeon stretch here. Your right thigh is lifted. Maybe you can slide a block under your left hip. Arms up to the ceiling or supporting the body weight down to the mat. Now let's lower. Right thigh down, hips down, right arm under the left armpit. Left finger remain there or reach up and over, wrapped behind you. Grab hold of your left big toe. Let's release back to the center, palms down, back to your downward facing dog. Move in any direction that you feel good for your body here. And make your way to lower the belly down to the floor. hips down, chest down, interlace the fingers behind you. Now lift the chest up, release the index fingers reaching towards the heels. Option to stay there or to lift the legs up, feet up, maybe your knees off the mat. And release. Palms down, next or under the shoulders. Lift your chest back up, feet are pressed down to the floor, palms reaching towards the back of the mat. Add your option here by lifting the knees off the floor. Now release, feet down, legs down, maybe forehead resting on your wrists. Tuck the toes under and bring yourself up for your child's pose. Adjust your arms maybe wider apart, or you can bring the arms next to the hips. Let's make our way back up to downward facing dog. Walk the feet to the top of the mat. Softly bend at the knees. Inhale. Exhale, maybe hugging the legs, bringing chest to your legs. Turning your head side to side. Let your spine to be rounded and bring yourself up to standing, palms to your heart center. Join your feet together. Inhale, bend your knees, drop the hips, find your chair pose. Next exhalation, release, standing, forward fold. Step your left foot back at 45-degree angle, grounding your heel if you can. Bend your right knee, inhale for your warrior one. Palms to your heart center. Opening to your left side of the mat. Start to bend into your left leg, into your skandasana on the left side. Left arm in front of the left shin, right arm reach up and over. Deep breath in. Lower the hips down, right palm to your left ankle, left arm up and reach over to your right foot. Feel the big stretch at both sides of the torso. Now walk it over to the right skandasana. Right arm in front of the right shin, left arm up and over. Lower the hips down now. Left palm to your right foot and reach your right arm up and over to your left foot. Release, palms down and step your right foot to the back, downward facing dog, hips all the way high up. Walk your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, fold and find your chair pose again here. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Now step your right foot back, 45-degree angle, warrior one, come up, left knee is bent. Palms to your heart center. Variation on this other side is to find your skandasana. Right arm in front of the right shin, left arm up, and this time find your bind, pointing your left toes away from the body. Release from the bind, walk it over to your left, skandasana, left arm in front of the left shin, right arm up and over, and find the bind on this side here, letting your right shoulder to be opened. Release your palms down, step your left foot back, hips high, downward facing dog. Lower the knees down, find your child's pose, catch your breath here. Remembering that the end goal of our yoga practice is never a yoga pose. Lower the elbows down and send the feet, the legs to the back. Again, let's find broken wings position. Maybe this time straightening your left elbow, rolling over to the left side of the body. Take any leg variation as you need. Release and return back to the center. The other side, right arm, either straight or straighten. Roll onto the right side of the body. Your breaths are deep and even throughout the practice. Release back to the center. Interlace the fingers behind you now. Release the two index fingers. Lift the chest up, pressing the pubic bone down and maybe floating the legs off the floor. The heart is lifting and reaching forward. The toes are reaching towards the back. Maybe now release the arms by the side bodies or reaching the fingers to the top of the mat. Release, palms down, back to your downward facing dog. Stretch the back body in your downward dog. And now find your seat. Modified Navasana, balancing at the hips. Maybe palms support the back of the knees. Lift the feet off the floor. If you want to, you can straighten the legs here. Let your arms to float by the sides of the calves. Tapping the toes down, hug the knees into the chest. Now grab hold of the big toes. Open the feet as wide as the mat. Balance on the pelvis again. Reach your chest up. Straighten the legs if you can. Stay here and breathe here. Now release the soles of the feet together. Fold your chest forward. Stay here or using the heels of the palms to massage the inner thighs down and the knees closer to the floor. Let's straighten your left leg forward. Hug the right knee into the chest. Find your twist. Stay there or cross your left arm on your right thigh. Find your half prayer with the left palm here. Keeping the spine long. Release back to the center. The other side, right leg straight, left knee into the chest. Hug your left knee with your right arm. Or take your right elbow across your left knee to exaggerate the twist. Release back to the center. Now open the feet as wide as the mat. Let your spine to be slightly rounded here. Fold over and down, melting the heart down. Relax the neck. Bring yourself to come back up. Find your comfortable seat, cross-legged. Right fingers, walk them over to the right and lift your left arm up and over. Side body stretched here. Bring yourself back to the center. The other side, walk your left fingers away from the body. Lift your right arm up and over. Next inhalation, bring yourself back to the center. Now open the legs, open the feet wide. Adjust as you need. Left arm on the left leg. Again, right arm up and over. Reaching both fingers towards your left foot. And now bring the chest and the belly towards the left thigh. Just as much as you can here. Come back up, walk it over to the other side. Left arm up and over. Send breath to the parts of the body that feel the most stretched. Now belly and the chest towards the right thigh. Bring yourself back up to the center. And we're going to fold forward here. Maybe some of us are on the palms, some of us are on the elbows, or maybe you can fold all the way down with the chest and the heart flat to the floor. Bring yourself to come back up. Find your comfortable seated position here. Close your eyes. This is where we'll be closing our practice today. Return back to the breath. Observe the mind. And observe the sensations in the physical body. Thank you so much for flowing with me today, yogis. Bring the palms together. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, palms to your heart center. Send gratitude to yourself for showing up today. Thank you so much, yogis. Namaste.